Hey guys, Eric.
This is Glenda.
We are D&E Miniature and Board Games. So tonight, after playing a few rounds, we're going to go ahead and we're going to talk about Rail Raider Infinite. I'm not good with the words.
Infinite.
So
Alright.
it's a game by Ninja Division, Soda Pop Miniatures. Went to Kickstarter and was delivered, started getting delivered in the last couple weeks. Does go to retail soon. I think it's on pre-order right now. As normal, when we do our reviews, we score on a 1 to 5, with 3 being average, 5 being outstanding, and 1 being horrible. We score on graphics and art
Graphics and artwork.
Rule book.
Let me read it. Components, replayability, and fun. So
Because I can't talk.
I have no clue why he can't talk. He was talking earlier.
I don't know. Now, unlike a lot of games, this one is based, when you roll, it's based on poker hands. So your dice have king, queen, ace, jack, 10, 9 on them. When you're rolling, you try and get a better hand than your opponent. Different cards give you different abilities, like re-rolling or adding extra dice. I'll start out with graphics and artwork. I gave graphics and artwork on this game a outstanding 5. I have nothing bad to say about it. It's right down to the box it came in, to all the cards, to the artwork on the cars, the locomotive, the caboose, the passenger, the sleeper, the stock car. All of it had just outstanding graphics, in my opinion. I gave it a 5.
Hey, nothing more to say. That's my opinion too. It's a 5. It's perfect. I think they have their, as far as the design, the originality, that is a pretty good artwork. It's not like copied from or picture taken. So they put good thoughts into the colors. That makes also, the game looks attractive. So the whole thing is a 5.
Rulebook. I gave Rulebook a 3. It flows well, but they put some of the rules in where you would think the definitions are. And so when you're going through the rulebook and playing, if you haven't read the definition of what something is, you may not know about that rule.
Jump.
Yeah, where I just thought putting the rules and what the definitions are, I didn't like that. Now, perhaps they do that with all their games. This was one of the first we've ever done from them. I know they have the Super Dungeon Explorer. Maybe that's something they do.
Okay. And
maybe future, going forward, playing their type of games will know that. But for being a first time going into it, it bothered me a lot. So nothing really bad about the rule book. I gave it a 3. It won't be anything more than a 3 because of that.
Okay. Well, I gave it a 3. The rule book explains everything. But you have to look for some stuff that when we have questions during the game, not just today but yesterday.
And
kind of like
before.
and you gotta flip over and look. I mean, I guess that's the regular one, but they put thought and everything on the actual rule book, so it's it's beautiful. But it's 3 because you're able to play it. Again, it's not perfect, but it's playable.
Components. I gave components a 5. The tokens that come with the game have a good coating on them. They popped out real nice. The stretch goals, which was the plastic coin, was a nice touch, and I like that.
This is a stretch goal.
Yeah. The dice were real nice. I mean, they're not plain. Even like the ace has a spade on it. You got a diamond on the 10. Got a heart on the 9. The cards, good card stock. The cards for the cars very thick. I think they'll stand up. They don't bend. And
Yeah,
then,
that is true.
and then you come down to the figures. And the figures have an amazing amount of detail. If you guys check out our unboxing, there are close 360-degree views of all the figures from the Kickstarter. And there's some amazing detail in these figures. I gave it a 5.
On the components,
Yep.
I don't know, you're copying me, I guess, because I gave it also a 5. I just think everything is perfect. The figures are pretty well detailed. It's different. Characters chosen. Characters chosen. They're awesome to play. The card, and I so love the dice. And this for me is, I like it. It's I like playing with dice that way. It's not just numbers and dots, but the whole thing is a 5. So I have nothing bad to say about it. It's actually really, really great.
Replayability. I gave replayability on this game a 5. There is a large amount of cards for the law bots. There is a large amount of loot cards. There is a large amount of high noon cards, and you only take 8 per player. So if you have a 3-player game, you only take 24 cards, and that is maybe a third of the cards of the high noon cards. With the expansions, the 2 expansions, and what came with the game, we have a lot of cars for the train, and you don't use that many. I mean, with a 2-player game, you use 4. With a 3-player game, you use 5. With a 4-player game, you use 6. You don't use many cars, so you have a large choice, a large amount that you can just randomly pick from. Not to mention, there's a good assortment of characters. I think we have about 15 or 20 different characters we can play. And they all have different abilities on them. So, I put replayability as a 5.
Cool. Well, I have something to say about it, and now I forgot while you were talking. I gave replayability a 4. As far as the mass amount of characters, cards, and cars, there's so much replayability, I guess. I'm off by 1. I guess it's the feeling of playing it in that sense, in the replayability. It falls on my thing as being repetitious. Now this right there, the odds is always replayability.
The odds are not in your favor in this game.
Not in your favor. That's a good thing about this, the dice. But for me, again, it gets repetitious, and even though there's a lot of scenarios, or even a combination of the marshals, different marshals, I gave it a 4. I guess that's what it was, or is.
Well, you see, I didn't give the replayability a 4, I gave it a 5, but I gave fun a 4.
Oh, okay.
But kind of on the reasons that you gave replayability. I found some of it was a little
repetitious.
Yes.
It's just
I'm not good with words tonight. Repetitious. I found it was. I think maybe when we add in the cavalry and the preachers and the pallbearers, I think it'll change that repetition a little bit. And also, we never even got to the point that we got the special characters, 999 or Lieutenant Dan, I think it is.
Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan. I think that would change it a little bit because, but you've only got like there's only 5 cards in there, 2 Dan and 3 999s.
Correct.
Out of that stack, the odds of getting one of those 2 special characters are very slim. So I just gave it a 4. I had a really good time. It just didn't hit that 5 level for me.
Maybe it's for you, I would think, because I gave it a 5, okay? No mistaken. Like you said in the unboxing, when I saw it, I already liked the game. And then we played it once, I already had fun with it. It's a simple game. I mean, honestly, it is a simple game. I guess that's the point you're off as far as the challenge on the game. I think that's what you're missing on that one.
The challenge is these damn dice.
But see, like I always say, any games that involves dice, it doesn't mean you're gonna be, I can. What? Zombicide, I suck all the time. When you want high, you get low. When you want low, you get high. So, maybe because this is like cards.
So you gave it a what?
I gave it a 5. I had fun, and I am not going to take any points because of whatever. I have fun, and it's a 5 fun. I like this.
So anyways, guys, overall score, 4.4. Extremely high score. We haven't had that over a 4 in a while. We really enjoy playing this. Even Samantha, which is in the playthrough, which will be up sometime around the same time this is, she even enjoyed herself. 4.4.
Yeah, I
Very
like
good
it.
score.
It's a really high score, and it's something you can guys check out. It's just really, I think this is one of those games too that, come on, let's play. Let's play.
As always, guys, support your local gaming. We support Discover Games, Fayetteville, Georgia. Game on.
Game on.